What's going on, interweb? Glad you join us again for another episode of Space Marine. Our adventure continues now in the Inquisitor's secret hideout base, where he has this crazy weapon that we're looking for. As you followed us from the last episode, I ate it pretty bad from some crazy laser turrets. Hopefully I can make it past this. Well, we will. As we continue our journey. Let's go. Bro.
Cleanse and purge.
Is that it? Please, dear God, tell me that's it. Nice. Second time's always the charm.
Authorization required to implement security protocols.
So I can't even damage them when they're unactivated. That's silly. Ooh. Those things are terrifying. Just half my health just disappear. Whoa, servo scroll. Cool. Coffee
The
break.
orcs have thrown my duties into chaos. I only get distress calls now. The Xenos are here. The Hablock's on fire. And today, Transmechanic Alaric insisted I contact every single planetary defense outpost. 100 stations. He just didn't want to do it himself. None of the stations picked up. When I told him that, Alaric rushed off. No acknowledgement, no thanks. I suppose even an orc invasion can't change some people.
Sounds like a real swell guy. Not. Oops. Whoa.
Ultramarines, the logic engine thinks we are escaped Xenos specimens. There is a control panel in the side room.
Dude,
Get
what
me
are you
there,
doing
and I
here?
can shut it down.
There were things alive in here at one time. There is blood in these cells. That's an orc. Okay. So you're experimenting on these Xenos. Inquisitor, I told you, Inquisitors are like terrifying, dude. They some are really, okay and altruistic and like, quote unquote, good or moral, but a lot of them are like this guy, just not the greatest of people. He's not a good guy.
The exit will open shortly, Captain. However, I'm afraid the servo turrets beyond this room remain primed.
Then what good is that? You just turned off all the turrets behind us that we just destroyed. Are you kidding me? Worthless. Worthless. So, where am I going now?
Kept in these containers.
Specimens needed for my research. Specimens, cages, operating theaters. This place reeks of Xenos filth. That is the business of the Inquisition, Ultramarines. This way, Ultramarines.
You guys smell that? Smells a little sus. New toys.
Space Marine recognized. Ultramarine chapter. Granting access.
Yes. So it's just a bigger, badder, more awesome bolter. Thank you. Thank you for gifting me this. What the heck?
The firing core is still active. Excellent.
If this is the firing core, Inquisitor, does it discharge through the whole facility?
No, not precisely. The core actually raises to the rooftop of the facility. That is where the rest of the firing array is located.
Oh, jeez, I don't care.
The orcs broke into the temple. I couldn't hear them. I was plugged into my console. Then someone crashed into me, hard from behind. It was transmechanic Alaric. He had an orc axe in his chest. He'd blocked the attack meant for me. The orc went berserk. He grabbed for me, but only caught my rope. I ripped free and ran. Alaric saved me. He died, saving me.
Cool. I'm pretty good at fighting these stupid turrets. They are a plague onto me. Let me guess, 1 million of them in here. No. Boss arena? So this is progression. What is this way? Doesn't matter because I can't go that way. Anyway. Oh.
There. The command room is beyond those doors.
Of course.
And those sentry guns.
Nice. Good job. Good job. W's in chat. W's. Let's go. Let's go. Ooh, another seal. Yes, please. Supreme Fury.
Very good. All the security measures will be down shortly, Captain. I'm afraid they were the only thing keeping the orcs outside, however.
But you will be able to fire the weapon.
Indeed.
We had better do so quickly. This place will be awash with orcs before long.
Of course. Security systems disabled.
Authorization recognized. Releasing safeguard.
Please proceed to the generator room.
Here they come. That was quick.
Here come the orcs.
The blood of martyrs is the seed of the Imperium.
Okay, so that doesn't count because squigs are a thing.
Very good. All the security measures will be down shortly, Captain. I'm afraid they were the only thing keeping the orcs outside, however.
Adeptus Astartes recognized. Full access granted.
Interesting. Oh, because I need to get this thing. That's why.
But you will be able to fire the weapon.
Indeed.
We had better do so quickly. This place will be awash with orcs before long.
Of course. Security systems
I
disabled.
kind of wish there was a block
Authorization
like,
recognized.
or
Releasing
a parry
safeguard.
button. So I could parry the
Please
blocks.
proceed to the generator
Or
room.
parry the hits. That'd be pretty good.
Here come the orcs.
canister into its cradle inside the power core, Captain.
Do we risk exposure again?
Only if you drop the canister. My work began with two simple questions. On that day, my ship had just entered the dimensional limbo of the warp. Most people do not like to think of the warp's true nature. After all, it lets us travel between the stars. But the warp is the realm of chaos. Creatures of absolute evil and absolute power take their strength directly from it. So, I asked my questions. Could I tap into that power? And what could I do with it?
That sounds like some heresy. Okay, so this is a great time to stop and explain real quick. I know you guys want to get back to the action. The warp. So think of the warp as like the dimension between our plane of existence and like the other side, like heaven and hell. You know, not. I would say the warp is definitely more like hell, because like demons and stuff live there. But it's also, the warp is like what allows us to be traveling in regular space in this universe from one point, and then you go through the warp, so it kind of bends space to get to you to the next point. But in doing so, you're always risk exposure, because like I said, in the warp there are horrific, terrible things, like nothing makes sense, up is down, down is up, no reality doesn't, make any sense, and there's a lot of demons there, and there's like four main demon gods. There's Zinch, the god of change; Nurgle, the god of death and rebirth. He's the stinky lad. Korn, not like corn on the cob, but sounds the same. It's with a K. He's the god of war and death. And last but not least is Slanesh, the god of excess. And so each of those four deities, entities, rule over a part of hell, or the warp, as we like to call it. And so the warp has a lot to do with this universe. It has a lot to do with this big civil war that happened a long time ago between the Imperium of Man, and like half of the Space Marines and half of the Empire went chaos, and they gave into the warp, and they started worshiping these gods, and they turned away. And it's this whole long thing. I'm not going to get into that right now. We can get into that another time. Maybe I'll put some links in the description or something, if you guys want to hear more about like the background lore about Warhammer, and I'll put some links to some of my favorite YouTubers, and you guys can go check it out. But just like background information, people messing around with the warp in this universe is a very, very bad thing. It is a very, very heretical thing. Heresy. Like, people find out you're doing this and you're not an Inquisitor, you probably gonna get taken out. Even if you are an Inquisitor and doing this, there's a good chance that other Inquisitors, if they find out, are gonna take you out. So you got to be really careful when you dabble with this stuff. So let's see where this leads then. Got me all nervous now.
Very good, Captain. Your time carrying my power source is finally at an end.
Stand clear. Cyclic surge firing sequence commencing. Alarm. Structural damage. Warning. Emergency containment rights commencing.
Damnable thing!
What do you need me to do, Inquisitor?
You'll need to manually restart the array alignment. Forcibly, if you must.
Where?
In the firing chamber. Board the lift, Ultramarines.
Let's go, boys.
Captain, you must hurry. The downed orcs have cut the main conduits to the firing tower. You must reconnect the conduits, Captain, or we're facing an overload that will rip this planet apart.
Understood. Clear it out. No mercy.
Cyclic surge firing sequence commencing.
Inquisitor, the conduits are reconnected.
Now, proceed to the main control panel.
Weapons authorization confirmed. Primary containment fixture disengaging. Firing sequence in progress. Firing now. Alarm.
Look at the spire.
I've been looking for you, Space Marine. You got something of mine. Shoot those humans!
We take our chances.
Why didn't it work?
Damn that Drogon! Never trust the Inquisition!
Stand fast, Ultramarines. We can handle a few orcs.
Space Marine! Was that supposed to hurt?
That would be the warp. And those would be demons. Specifically, those are demons of corn. Bloodletters.
You got new friends now, Space Marine!
And that is a Chaos Space Marine in Terminator armor. Chosen, maybe. Or maybe a Demon Prince.
Inquisitor! Get back! How heroic. Drogon!
I have served you well, Lord.
I knew it. I knew it.
I see. My servant did all that I hoped and more. But he would never have succeeded without you, Captain Titus. Thanks to these brave space marines, we have broken through to this reality. The blessed gateway. Clever fool. You seem surprisingly able to resist my touch, Titus of the Ultramarines. And that of the war, which impressed my servant to no end. Ah, you think the Inquisitor a traitor, but Drogon has been dead since before you first met. You have been used by my puppet of flesh.
Oh, so he was never really alive. He was always a bad guy.
I ain't so easy to kill.
Oh, you gotta love orcs, man. That's crazy.
Emperor, protect us.
We need an exit.
To the lift!
Fight humans. Yeah, see the thing about demons just disappear. They're not from this reality. So they don't like when they die, they just go back to the warp.
Did that fiend speak truth? Did we cause a Chaos invasion?
Of course we did. His Inquisitor puppet manipulated us from the moment we met.
And before. The false Inquisitor sent the distress call.
I don't think so, Leandros. The man's urgency, his fear. I believe that was the real Drogon, facing certain death.
And it found him.
But not at the Orcs' hands. Somehow the agents of Chaos were already here.
Orcs are having a good old time.
Captain?
Keep moving!
Okay, we're coming up on 30 minutes here. So I think this is where I'm going to call it. Wow, a lot happened. We found out the Inquisitor was a no bueno. He was a bad guy. He wasn't actually the Inquisitor the whole time. It was that Chaos Space Marine, Demon Prince thing, whatever he is. I'm not sure. He looked like a Demon Prince. It's when a Chaos Space Marine gets possessed by a demon who manipulated him and made us cause a Chaos invasion of demons, which is, yeah, that's no bueno. But I had a feeling. I felt it in the Force. So, a lot to cover. We'll see where the story takes us next time. Thank you for joining me again. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time, Internet. See you later. Bye.